live your life the way that someone else expects you to, and you'll never fulfill the kind of expectations that they have of you anyways. If you've been feeling low and you need a mood booster and you need to feel some love, today we are going to be going on a date. And the first thing that I want to do is get some flowers. But maybe not these ones. More like this. More on this later. I am running late. I have to go. Yes, in fact, we are on a schedule today, and you might be thinking, what kind of date is that? What kind of date has a plan and a schedule? But you know what? That is what gets my gears going. And look at the date. It's super nice. Look at this. And if your personality is at all a type A, plans are just POV. You're on a date, and your date says, I know a spot. What's down there? Should I just follow it, or should I just go where I know? I'm definitely at the wrong place. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going down there. That's how all horror movies start, okay? You just like get a little bit too curious, and then you end up, despite my instincts, I'd still be like, but what's there though? I could be wrong, and it could be an adventure. Content. Not today though. Today I've got a date. Who needs your regular skincare routine to look like a glazed donut when you just have the weather here and your natural sweat? I am perfectly glazed. My sister's boyfriend Matt brought me here to go for a run once. Yeah, you heard that. I don't think I ever came back. He tricked me. This is all uphill. And you know what? I am not a minimalist kind of girly. I'm not. I bring everything with me. I am a prepare for all outcomes girl. Is this the strength training? Best believe I'm getting buff. POV, your date says the view will be worth it. Needed a little moment there to take in the day, soak in that good prana, you know? And I feel like we're off to a really good start, but I am getting kind of hungry. In these like quick sushi places, this is how you refill your green tea. Okay, so I have to tell you something. There's actually nobody coming on this date. I am not getting stood up, but I am actually going on this date for myself, by myself. Basically, the theme of today is to do a whole bunch of stuff that I am normally very uncomfortable doing alone. Normally, for these things, like eating or going to different places, I'm always so inclined to ask people to come with me and always have people around, always have somebody like tagging along, even though like these are the things that I know I definitely want to do. I just feel so nervous like going about doing it by myself. Perhaps if you struggle with like independence like I do, when you don't exercise it, it gets really daunting to just go out and do your own thing, you know? So that's what I'm attempting to do today. Is that not so fun, by the way? I hope you could see that. It arrives in a tiny little train, because that's the staple gimmick of this place. I actually thought I would not be able to film today, like at all, because it was like pouring last night. And then I was like, oh man, that's gonna ruin my date. The universe and the weather had something else in store for me. I feel like if you've always been a more dependent person, like I feel like I kind of grew up more dependent, a little bit more sheltered life, than being independent and trying to push yourself to this place can be very nerve-wracking and very like, oh, what do I do with myself? Like, am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to feel this way? Like allowing myself to just feel good, deserving of this time for myself, to feel relaxed, to feel just filled with love that doesn't require external validation. Like this last week, I took a bubble bath, and I don't normally ever take bubble baths. It's been probably like years since I took it. Okay, I shower, okay, relax. I was just sitting there being like, feeling like guilty and being like, ooh, this is, what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to just relax? Do I deserve to feel this relaxed? Do I deserve to just feel good? Because I don't feel like I had done the equivalent amount of work or struggled the equivalent amount today to allow myself this beautiful, aromatic, is that a word? Bubble bath. And I feel like taking myself out on a date gives me the same feeling. Like, am I allowed to just be sitting here under the blue sky, beautiful clouds, okay view, and vibe? So that is why today it's just gonna be you and me on this date. I'm pretty sure until last year, I had never ever eaten alone before. I also chose this place because it's sushi and it's like one of my favorite things to eat, and also just like very easy, very like quick. If I really felt nervous, I could just leave. But also, it's just like familiar. So if you're gonna try new things, do something that's like somewhat familiar, then you'll feel very comfortable. I'm gonna really try and enjoy my own presence, because that's like what you do on a date, right? You're not on your phone, you're not connected to like anyone but the person you're with. And today, the person is me. This is so awkward. It's literally the fact that I'm facing no one. I'm talking to you guys. This is a learning curve, okay? I have big plans for myself today, you guys. First of all, I want to say that I'm proud of myself, because I not only decided to do this today, but I also decided to actually plan the day. When you like meet a new person and you're like, oh, what do you like doing? And then you try to like kind of like impress them a little bit and go on a date with them and then be like, ta-da, like I listened to you, and guess what? Like you said you like bowling, we're gonna go jump off a plane now. Just like knowing yourself on that level. I have my sweet potato here. Oh, hot. Some scallop for you and me, and cheers to our newfound independence. I have this terrible personality trait of being like all or nothing. What better way to scare the independence out of me than to plunge myself into a whole group of people and just get sweaty with them? I am sweaty, I am late, and I am lost. And I'm upset because I'm late and I don't know where to go. Maybe I've been a little bit intimidated by my own independence, because that also means responsibility. Like if I want to feel comfortable in my own skin, that is ultimately up to me to decide how I can make that happen. I think intentional living demands a lot of accountability, and that can trigger some growing pains. But commanding this type of authority in your life also paves a lot of room for freedom. I think adulthood is finding that sense of accountability and freedom as well. Like when you turn into an adult, nobody really gives you the green flag to just be like, okay, go do your own thing, and there is no wrong. I think that's also what's very intimidating, is you don't know what steps you're taking and if it will ultimately lead to the quote-unquote wrong decision. But that's kind of the nice thing about exploring your independence. If one route doesn't work out for you, you get to try again and again. And I think like the only way to figure out what works for you is to actually try your hand at it. If you've seen my previous videos, you will know that I kind of went through this burnout this year, and in retrospect, I think a part of it is because I was just thinking too much about like, what will other people think of me? What do other people want from me? And not enough of like, well, what do I want from me? I'm honestly not sure what I thought I would walk into there, but that was surprisingly really nice. I thought I was just gonna be super nervous with a whole bunch of people there, a whole bunch of strangers, which I was, and also it did not help that I came in late, and like everyone was like quiet and calm, and I was like boom, boom, putting my bag down. It was, yeah, maybe not the best. Just figured, let me just check it out. The worst that could happen is I feel awkward. I think moving your body when you feel fear is actually pretty important to just like exhaust that nervous tension inside of you. So actually, I sat here because I did not want to continue my day on without opening this up. And I went everywhere today. Like I went to so many different camera stores today to try and find specifically this. There's a lot of variations to it, but this, I want my new gadget, I want my new toy. So this is a pixwnix handheld tripod, and I got really excited about this because there's so much to it. It's very, very versatile. And I couldn't continue my day on without like using this because, okay, look, before we continue, let me show you what I'm currently using. I'm using this. You can literally like bend it any way. Like this. It's a little bit too flexible now. I've had this for years. It is breaking down on me, and quite frankly, it makes me very angry. And I think a date really gets spruced up with a little gift or some flowers, so this is mine, to me. Are you the type to get excited about manuals? I am. Open. And you attach this ball head over here, like this. Okay, open it like this. It clicks. Looks like this. There is still so much to do, so much to see, so I am just gonna start using this. And plus it's like really noisy here. Do you hear that? It's a bloody helicopter. And then you have those people who struggle to like be around other people. On the other total end of the spectrum, I'm also like, actually, I just want to do this all on my own. I don't need any help. I do struggle with like asking for help too. So I don't know if that lies on the spectrum of like being super independent or like just have trust issues. But I have both tendencies, so I don't know what that makes me. I think that makes me
a genius. See, you don't need anyone else. You make yourself smile, you know?
This grip is so much easier to vlog with now. I'm kind of over this athleisure look. It's giving exhausted from my date when it has hardly started. I'm pretty happy with this. You thought I was gonna come on my date with just one outfit, looking all sweaty. Now I am ready and equipped with all these extra pockets to go and continue my date and collect more things along the way. Maybe buy myself even more presents. Probably shouldn't do that. But now I am feeling aesthetic. I'm feeling cute. I'm feeling ready to go look at some art. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next.
Carving out time and days like this for myself made me realize that I overthink way too much and forget to enjoy what life is for just what it is, which is like here. Exploring your independence really builds so much confidence. Like, it reminds you of your power, the power of being exactly who you are and putting yourself as a priority first and foremost. You don't need anyone else's validation to have a really good day, to feel really, really good in your own skin, or to even like make the type of content that you want to make. And I noticed that that began to seep into my work of content creation. I am just like creating a lot of things that I think will make other people happy. I need moments like these and vlogs like these to just remind myself, like, ultimately at the end of the day, this is my passion, this is something that I love doing, this is something that brings me a lot of joy, and that's enough. Honestly, I feel like days like this just really remind you, like, why not? If you're a people pleaser, hearing this has really helped me, so this might actually help you as well. If someone tells you to stop doing what brings you joy, whether that be the way you dress or the content that you make or etc., they're essentially saying, put my needs in front of yours because mine are more important. And I'm not saying that this is always going to be the case. Obviously, the people who are truly your people and truly love you will hopefully embrace you for all of your personality and your quirks, but I'm just saying this as a reminder that there are some people who would prefer to see you live their version of what they think your life should be. I am determined. I'm determined to get this video out. Whether or not it makes good rankings, good metrics, this and that, I am in dire need of creating fun vlogs for myself again, and hopefully for you. Hopefully you're here to enjoy this day with me too. Have a little snack and just like chill and vibe with me. You're just hanging out with a friend, you're on my date with me, ooh. This is really just your reminder and your sign to go and take a moment for yourself, to go and make yourself feel good and just put yourself first sometimes, and what everyone else thinks, go live your best life and make yourself happy again. Let me know in the comments down below if I have fellow independent strugglers or people pleasers, because I feel like we should talk about that more. Go and live your best life the way that you know how to, and stay tuned for more of these kind of feel-good videos.